myself and Ali out today. We've decided to shoot straight up towards the Sand River to come and investigate the giraffe carcass, see if the Ottawa pride is still around with the Matimba male. There's lots of hyena tracks all over the southern part of the river here, and it looks like quite a few of them have crossed over the river. So we'll carry on up here and we'll figure out quickly if the pride is still around there or if maybe the hyenas have taken over. Alrighty folks, so as predicted, we've come across the river and we've got 5 or 6 hyenas on the giraffe carcass. With the carcass this large, it's pretty incredible to see how many different predators we've had now. I think we've had 3 different leopards, the pride of lions, and now a whole clan of hyenas. You'll notice the hyenas being very wary. You'll see them lifting their heads constantly. I'm not sure they know when the lions left the carcass, so this entire area smells like lion, and they're going to be very careful while feeding on it if the lions are close by. I'm not quite sure where the lions have gone. We did have some audio of them quite far away, but we'll maybe track them a little bit later. But always fantastic to watch the hyenas and vultures on a carcass like this. So as you watch the different members of this clan coming into the carcass, you'll see the submissive behavior from the different hyenas. Each of these hyenas will have a rank inside the clan, and depending on their rank will determine kind of which part of the carcass they'll get, which ones will be able to dominate the best pieces of the carcass. It's always fantastic to watch how hyenas and vultures coexist on a carcass like this. You'll see that where the hyenas are feeding, there'll be a vulture right next to it feeding. Whereas with the lions, a lion won't even let a single vulture come near the carcass for 3 or 4 days. But with the hyenas, they let them feed with them. So these hyenas are going to want to try and now take control of this carcass and try and finish it up. So you'll see this one hyena calling, head right down at the ground, using the ground to echo that call to make it louder, but definitely trying to call different clan members to come in and try and help them protect the carcass for now. So we've managed to find the Opportunistic. They're about not even a kilometre down the river. We've just driven into the sighting, and a herd of impala has come through the area, and one or two got separated in this thicket. So what's happened is Mom has gone around with the two other older lionesses and has chased that young impala through this area into the clearing. Unfortunately, we've got the three youngsters here who weren't able to get hold of it, but fantastic to watch these youngsters learning how to hunt. So you'll hear us often speak about how opportunistic these predators are. These lions have just come off a huge male giraffe carcass. That giraffe probably weighed close to 1 ton or 2,200 pounds, and they finished eating it yesterday. And one of the first opportunities they get, you'll see them back out on the hunt. So for them, they never know when their next meal is going to be. So always very opportunistic when it comes to hunting. So Opportunistic slowly starting to settle down here. I think we're going to leave them for now. In the background, I don't know if you can hear the hyenas are going crazy again on the giraffe there. So I think we're going to quickly go past there and see if there's any action happening there. We'll leave the Opportunistic here for now. So it looks like that noise that we heard from the lions over there, possibly two different clans of hyenas have started to come around this area. You can see a few hyenas hanging out on the outskirts, and still just these 3 or 4 that have been feeding on the carcass itself. So when you've got a large carcass like this, and it could be right in between two different sets of two different clans of hyenas territories, you will get some competition between them at the moment. So while it's still nice and cool this morning, we're going to carry on. We'll head back south over the Sand River and go and see what else we can find for you this morning. We'll leave the giraffe carcass. Hopefully there'll be a little bit left this afternoon, but these hyenas and vultures should pretty much clean it up over the next day or so. So as we're driving out of this area to leave the carcasses just behind us there, we've bumped into a leopard. It looks like one of the young males. We'll get a proper ID shortly, probably Masava. But he's got to be quite careful with all this hyena activity and them running around and that. He's probably just trying to move away from them at the moment. So we just had a closer look. It does definitely look like it is Masava. Yeah, at the moment this giraffe carcass is smelling absolutely terrible, and that scent is probably travelling a far distance throughout this area. So any predators in the area are going to come and have a look and come see if they can get any type of food from it. Wasabi here. He's just sitting up about 50 meters from the carcass, keeping an eye out on the hyenas, and before the hyenas leave, maybe he'll try and sneak in, but we're going to cross up the river and we'll carry on a little bit. Alright folks, as you can see there, we've got two of our amazing trackers out with us, helping us find animals. We've got Caswell and Lawrence there, and they've luckily found us Porcovella. So she's busy moving eastwards through the property. We'll spend a bit of time with her. She's quite adamant on her scent marking at the moment. She's been scent marking all over the place. Looks like she has eaten quite recently, so probably just moving through the territory again, making sure no other female leopards are in the territory. So as she's been walking down the road here, she gets to a point where it opens up quite a bit more. So you'll see her stop and have a look around. She'll be checking if there's any sign of food or anything else. Even if she doesn't want to hunt, she still doesn't want her position to be given away. So if there was some impala, she'd probably move around them as opposed to getting seen by them. Otherwise, yeah, leopards don't like their position being given away. Alright folks, Porcovella's just lying up now in the shade here. And the sun is getting much higher and it's getting warm. So I think this is where we're going to leave her, and we're going to head back for some breakfast. What an incredible morning. Those lions, the giraffe carcass is always entertaining, and then now two different leopards, which is fantastic. So we'll head out later this afternoon and see what else the day has in store for us. Lovely view there of a puff adder busy sunning itself in the road. Today's just been a little bit warmer, so I think he's probably come out of his hiding spot to try and get some more warmth. Also very interesting to watch how he moves like that. It's called rectilinear movement, where he moves kind of in a straight line using his stomach muscles as opposed to the classic slithering shape of a normal snake. we've taken a drive up this afternoon through the property, seen a few things along the way, the puffadder and a few zebra. Made our way back up towards the Ottawa Pride. As predicted, with their big full bellies from that giraffe, they are pretty sleepy at the moment, but we'll spend a bit of time with them and see if they, if we're very lucky, we might get some audio or vocal from the big male and that, but we will just wait and see. We'll see what they get up to for now. Right, folks, that was very special. It's not very often for us to hear the entire pride roar. So we had the big matimba that we were focused on, but just in the background here I had the rest of the Ottawas calling, which is always one of the most spectacular things to hear and feel while you're out here in the African bush. I don't think we're going to get much better than that. We've had a fantastic day. 2 different leopards. The Ottawa Pride have been full of excitement today, so I think that's where we're going to leave you tonight, and I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.